Good morning, Krista. First off, I enjoyed seeing your take on phrasal models because that's what I did my topic on, and there are some things here that I'm going to consider when I revise what I did. So, first off, great job at matching the 5 functions of phrasal models with at least one example for each. This is one of the things that I will consider incorporating into mine. I pointed these out but didn't necessarily connect the examples to the function, so good job there. Here, good job on differentiating between a simple modal and a phrasal modal. Your sample sentences demonstrate what we had learned with phrasal verbs and how you can replace a phrasal verb with another verb that's only one word. You demonstrate that phrasal modals can be often replaced with a simple modal. So good job there. However, I'd caution the part with be and have alongside to, because you have the example of ought to, which does not incorporate the be and the have. However, a lot of times, as I noticed as well, a lot of phrasal models will involve the verb be and the verb have. I would just caution against that because you do have an example there, and there are examples that aren't always the be and the have. Here, I think that the form is good here with the subject plus the phrasal modal plus the basic verb. That is good. And next up on the examples, again, I think you do a very good job at connecting the function alongside the examples, matching them up so that the learner can see, which will then help in the examples that you, or the assignment that you give at the end to practice this. What I would ask you to think about is what's prototypical, what's less prototypical, what's the difference between the verbs that take be and have as the phrasal model, and then something like ought to, which does not follow the same pattern as be and have, because from what I've done and what I know about phrasal models is some of them act more like models, and then others behave a little less like models. Just something to think about there. Additionally, how do we know it has to be a verb that comes after the model? Think of the substitution test and maybe showing why it has to be a verb. And then how do we know that a phrasal model functions as a single unit? And additionally, I like your practice because it is more complex than just simply underlining a phrasal model. You have to also say which of the functions it also applies, and I liked that you incorporated the answers so that the learner can follow and check what they did. So good job. I will use yours in consideration of how to modify mine as well. So good job. I hope my comments helped you make an even stronger iconograph for phrasal models. Have a good day.